Live from Lincoln Park in Tucson, Arizona, it's the 12th annual Desert Stinger Classic softball tournament. Hi, everybody. Evan O'Kelly with you for the 2:30 p.m. start time. It's Central Washington University out of the Great Northwest Athletic Conference and Academy of Art University out of the Pac West Conference. So a West Region battle about to unfold. The Wildcats fell in extra innings earlier against Chico State. Took the similarly named CCAA opponent to extra innings, and Academy of Art playing its first game of the weekend here this afternoon. So the Wildcats 0-1 on the season. Earlier today was their first game of the year. Academy of Art, meanwhile, played last week in Irvine, California, going 0-5 at the Concordia Invitational. So warm-up pitch is complete. We're going to get started a little bit early as digging into the box for Academy of Art, Haley Randall. Randall, 250 on the season. She's 3 for 12 through the first 5 games of the year and has a triple under her belt as well. First pitch of the ball game on the way. It's down the middle for strike one. Central Washington's Isabel Womack getting the start in the circle.
There's equipment on the field over there.
You gotta tell the umpire. Quickly 0-2. And the next pitch fouled off to the right and out of play. So quickly an 0-2 count, Womack getting ahead. As she's looking to try and reach base to get this game started for Academy of Art. Looking for its first win of the year. The Urban Knights, losing 4 of 5 games by way of run rule, finished on a higher note against Cal State San Bernardino, fell 3-1 in their final game last week over in Irvine. Academy of Art playing this one, then they'll be right back at it against tournament host Montana State Billings later this evening at 5 p.m. Had a delay there, some equipment on the field. The umpires got that cleared off, and so we are ready to resume. No balls in, 2 strikes. The count. And very high and out of the zone. The next pitch from Womack. Randall digging in to lead off the game. Womack ready. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. And Isabel Womack starts her day off with a strikeout. 1 gone here in the first. So Randall down on strikes. Nina Vallejos, the next hitter for Academy of Art. She's hitting second and playing right field. Lauren Henderson, the third place hitter, waiting on deck for Academy of Art. First pitch, upstairs, ball 1. You can find the full tournament schedule for the Desert Stinger online at msubsports.com. MSU Billings, the tournament host and in charge of live coverage for all 35 games here this weekend. We'll have a live stream on one field each day as the Next pitch fouled off in the count, even at a ball and a strike. And live statistics are available for all 35 games, including this one. No ability to have a scoreboard on your video stream, but you can pull up the live statistics and follow that as we play. One and one the count on Vallejos. High and tight from Womack. 2 balls and a strike. Two-one pitch, tapped foul right behind home plate. Not playable. So the count moves 2 balls and 2 strikes. Base is empty with 1 out here, just underway in the top of the first inning. And time called a ball from another field coming onto our field. Now ready for the 2-2. Womack's pitch is up and out of the zone. Good battle unfolding here between Womack and Vallejos. The count running full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Academy of Art looking for its first base runner of the ball game here. Payoff pitch, lined fair and snagged at third base. Throw across from her knees and in time. Fine diving backhanded play by Maya Seaton. And throwing out the speedy Vallejos from her knees. I think if Seaton lets that go, it goes foul, but she dove, and when it hit her glove, the ball was right on the line. So once she went for it, had to finish the play, and she did. A big one defensively for the Cats, and they've got 2 outs here in the first inning. Here's Lauren Henderson, the third place hitter for Academy of Art. She takes outside corner, strike 1. Henderson still looking for her first hit of the season. Went 0 for 11 last week over in Irvine. 0-1 pitch. Just a little bit below the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike now. One delivery from Womack. Off the outside part of the plate. 2 balls and a strike. 2 gone here in the top of the first inning. Academy of Art and Central just underway. Now the 2-1 pitch. That one on the inside corner. Henderson sort of leaned back just slightly out of the way. She thought it was too far in, but called a strike. And the count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Womack ready now, and the 2-2 on the way. Too far outside, and the count running full to the second consecutive hitter. Womack trying to make this a 1-2-3 inning. She's had to work for it. And got the help of a diving play from her third baseman, Seaton. Now the payoff pitch coming to Henderson. Swinging line, foul off to the left. Henderson was all over that one, but a little bit early. Another 3-2 pitch on the way. On the outside corner, got her looking, and Isabel Womack. A 1-2-3, top of the first. No score yet, just underway. Live from Lincoln Park. So to the bottom of the first inning we go. No score yet after a 1-2-3 top of the frame by Central Washington pitcher Isabel Womack. Carson Decker leads off. Rihanna Abishima hits second, and Harley Carpenter third for these Wildcats. Joe DiPietro in his first year in charge of Central Washington. Brand new to the staff as the first pitch tapped at third base. Henderson, a strong throw across for out number one. One pitch and one out. Julia Jordan, the left-hander in the circle for Academy of Art. Julia making her fifth appearance and second start on the young season. 2.47 whip so far. 11 1/3 innings for Jordan. Good command, has only issued 5 walks in those 11 innings and has struck out 14. With the opposition hitting .404 off her. First pitch from Jordan on the way. Swing and a miss. Good spin on that one from the lefty. One ball and one strike. The count on Abishima, the second place hitter for the Wildcats. She pops it up, foul back and out of play. So now a 1-2 count. Jordan ahead. Popped up. This one should be playable. Henderson towards the fence in foul territory. Has it for out number 2. So a 1-2-3 inning for Womack, and now Jordan trying to return the favor here in the bottom of the frame. 2 gone. And Carpenter, the hitter. Harley starting at second base for Central Washington, takes up high, ball 1. Jordan ready. And the 1-0 pitch. Very high, same location. So being a little bit careful to Carpenter here, the number 3 hitter for the Wildcats. Harley went 1 for 4. Had a couple RBIs earlier this morning to start off her 2022 season. Two-0 pitch. Spins on the outside corner for a strike. Two-one delivery down the middle, tapped, and it did hit Carpenter in the batter's box. The home plate umpire was all over it. That ball actually stayed fair all the way down the line, but clearly hit off of Carpenter while she was still in the box, and immediately the home plate umpire calling it foul. So the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes now. No score yet in the bottom of the first. Richard ready, the 2-2. Down low in the dirt. That pushes the count full. Payoff pitch on the way. Just off the outside, and with 2 outs, Richard issues the walk. I say Richard, I should be saying Julia Jordan. That's the pitcher for Art. So Jordan issues a 2-out walk. And the inning extends for Alyssa Benthagen for Central Washington. Alyssa 1 for 4 with an RBI against Chico State earlier today. First pitch she looks at the knees, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. In the dirt, runner going, throw to second, too late. Carpenter swipes second, so the Wildcats now with a runner in scoring position and 2 out. One pitch on the way. Chop towards the middle. Going to be a tough play. Throw over to first in time, and Jordan works around the two-out base runner. So after one inning, scoreless. Academy of Art in Central Washington. On to the second inning we go. No score yet. Bethany Mitchell to lead off, and she looks at strike one on the outside corner from Isabel Womack. Well, Harley Carpenter ended up on second with the stolen base, but that's where she stayed to end the bottom of the first. Good defense so far in this one. That one smoked into right field, and a leadoff single for the Urban Knights. Mitchell, a clean line drive knock into right field. First pitch, bunt shown, and getting it down in a good location for the sacrifice was Katie Humphreys. So the Urban Knights playing small ball. They push that runner into scoring position. So Humphreys gets her job done. Now Karina Sanchez will be the hitter. Sanchez looks at a pitch just off the outside part of the plate. Pretty close there from Womack. Just didn't quite get the corner. Sanchez 1 for 5 on the young season. This is her 6th game. Next one down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Womack got to come in the zone here. The 2-0 instead goes to the backstop, so it's 3 balls and no strikes. And Mitchell able to go up to third base on the wild pitch. So a prime scoring chance here for the Urban Knights. We'll see if Sanchez is taking here. At the very least, you'd expect her to be extremely selective. Ahead in the count, 3 balls and no strikes. Go ahead run here in the second inning, 60 feet away. The 3-0 pitch, not close, and Sanchez draws the walk. So runners on the corners now for the Knights. And that brings Maddie Sticka to the plate. Womack ready. First pitch to Sticka. Right down the middle. Swung on and missed. So a good response by Womack after losing Sanchez on 4 straight pitches to come right back and get ahead of Sticka with a strike. Womack getting her sign. Now the next pitch on the way on the outside corner. Good spot. And she quickly gets ahead of Sticka, 0-2. Womack gets her to swing and miss. Had a pitch to go out of the zone with, and she did it. But Sticka chase, so a big strikeout there. Now Womack all of a sudden 1 out away from getting out of the inning unscathed. Still runners on the corners now with 2 outs, and Alyssa Brundage the hitter. First pitch down in the dirt, ball 1. Brundage ready, and she takes down in the dirt 2-0. Is a base open, but Womack would like to get out of this mini jam right now. Runners on the corners with 2 gone. That one in there. And stealing second after the fact, Sanchez. So that pushes 2 runners into scoring position. Now a base hit would have the chance to plate a couple of runs. 2 balls and a strike to count on Brundage. Two-one, swing and a miss. Now Womack a strike away from stranding a couple of runners on base. Womack ready. Now the 2-2. Tapped foul as Brundage just gets a piece to stay alive. Another 2-2 pitch on the way. Tapped, fair. Gonna be playable. Gonna have to hurry. Throw to first in time. And another outstanding defensive play by Seaton at third base. Maya had a throw from her knees in the first inning and a do-or-die slow chopper, but she got it done, and that gets Womack out of the jam. So we head to the bottom of the second. Still no score. Knights and Wildcats. So the Wildcats tiptoed out of what could have been an ugly second inning. Instead, Womack puts up another 0. Now they come to hit here in the bottom of the inning. Allie Thiessen, the hitter for the Wildcats. She'll be followed by Brooke Jordan and then Maya Seaton. Julia Jordan back for her second inning of work for Academy of Art. Her first delivery is popped up, playable. Henderson backpedaling and makes the grab just about even with the third base bag for out number 1. So Thiessen aggressively going after that first pitch. Wildcats did that in the first inning as well. But pops out this time to bring Brooke Jordan to the plate. Brooke 0 for 3 in the opener today for Central Washington. She looks at strike 1. Good pitch there from Julia Jordan right at the knees. Good ball game unfolding here in the second half of day 1 at the Desert Stinger. Swing and a miss. Good off speed there. And Brooke Jordan behind the count, 0-2. This will be the final game of the day for Central Washington. The tough loss to Chico State earlier in extra innings. They'll be back at it tomorrow. Academy of Art turns around and plays Montana State Billings right here on Field 2 later tonight at 5 p.m. Next delivery very high, ball 1. Well, these teams establishing some good rhythm here in the early innings. Really good defense both ways being played, and no runs on the board yet here in the bottom of the second. Off-speed pitch in the dirt, 2-2. There are live statistics available for this game today. You can pull those up and follow along with us. We don't have a scoreboard available on our live stream, but the live stats accompanying all the action you see on your screen now. You can find that and much more info at msubsports.com. Head to the home page, and that very first link will take you to the Desert Stinger homepage where you can find live coverage links all weekend long for whichever team you're following. We'll have live stats available for every single one of the 35 games played this weekend and live video on one field per day. Now a 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Jordan strikes out her similarly named opponent that time. There's 2 gone. Now, Maya Seaton has been unbelievable with the glove in this game. 2 stellar plays at third base. She'll dig in and take her first at-bat of the afternoon. Maya 0 for 3 against Chico State this morning. She takes strike 1 right down the middle. Next pitch. Jordan misses the outside corner, not by much. She wanted it, but maybe just a half a softball off the edge. So the count even at a ball and a strike. Grounded sharply towards the hole, and it hops into left field for a base hit. Just a chopper. And Seaton's got the Wildcats' first hit of the ball game. Kaylee Grayhorse was over there in the deep hole, the shortstop, but it would have been a tough play even if she could have come up with it cleanly. Instead, that hard dirt lended a favorable bounce to the Wildcats. So 1 on with 2 outs in the second. First pitch from Jordan, low and away, ball 1. Reese Schimmel, the hitter, standing in for the first time in this game. The 8th place hitter for the Wildcats doing the catching today. She's up with Seaton on first and 2 gone. 1-0 pitch, runner goes, throw down to second, is all the way into center field, but Seaton's going to stay put. So Seaton swipes the bag, and the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, and they're going to say she left early, so negate that, and instead of stealing second, Seaton called out for leaving early, so that will bring the second inning to an end. Urban Knights get a break. Wildcats head to the third with the score still 0-0. First pitch of the third inning, down and out of the zone. Kylie Grayhorse, the hitter. Isabel Womack back out for her third inning of work. No score yet. Wildcats and Urban Knights doing battle. 1-0 pitch, grounded right back up the middle into center field. Grayhorse with a lead-off single in the third inning. Well, that's why you put her in that number 9 spot. You see how well she runs and her job to get on base. Now a real chance for Academy of Art. They came close in the second, put runners on second and third, but could not score. Now we're back to the top of the lineup, and Haley Randall. Randall struck out to start this ball game. And first pitch tapped foul. Strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Bunt shown. She went for it. Now the throw down to first. Into right field, but Gray Horse was busy getting back to the bag, so she'll stay right there. Randall, meanwhile, went for that one, so it's no balls and 2 strikes on her. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a tapper fair. Stepping on the bag and then throwing down to second was Jordan. And a good reaching snag by Abishima to keep that ball from getting into left field. So, wasn't exactly a sacrifice bunt, but mission accomplished, and now the Urban Knights with another runner in scoring position. Nina Vallejos, the hitter. And she bunts at the first pitch and bunts through it for strike one. Next pitch on the way, in the dirt, 1 ball and 1 strike. This one chopped to short. Abishima does a nice job to come and get it on the big hop for out number 2. Gray Horse able to scamper over to third on the play, but another good defensive showing from the Wildcats, and there's 2 gone in the inning. So 2 gone, and here's Lauren Henderson, the third baseman. An RBI chance. She takes off the outside corner, ball 1. Henderson was punched out on strikes to end the first inning. One 1-0. Swinging a foul ball off to the right. Now Womack a strike away. Or check that, it makes it count 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Tapped off of Henderson and foul at home plate. So now Womack a strike away from dodging yet another bullet. The Knights have had base runners in each of the last 2 innings. Base runners in scoring position, I should say. Womack got out of it in the second. And tried to get Henderson with the off speed, but it carried too far outside, and a good take by Lauren Henderson. Count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still no score. as we play in the top of the third inning. Two. Well outside, and Henderson another good take. So Lauren has worked the count full. Payoff pitch on the way. Check swing. Said she went around, and the side is retired. So Womack gets out of it this time by using a strikeout. Still no score as we go to the bottom of the third. Oh, 1 pitch is lined towards second base, and there's out number 1. One away in the bottom of the third, and strike one on the way to Wise, who's digging in for the first time in this game. Oh, 1 pitch back towards the middle. That's into center field, and Keegan Wise scurries to first base with a 1-out single. So 1 on and 1 out. The Wildcats get it back to the top of the lineup, and Carson Decker, who is 0 for 1 in the game. Julia Jordan. 2 scoreless frames in the books. Her first pitch on the way to Decker. In tight, ball 1. Jordan ready. And that one tapped foul out of play towards the left side. Henderson ran out of room by the dugout. No score here on field 2 at Lincoln Park. Wildcats and Urban Knights squaring off. 4 games in action right now at the 12th annual Desert Stinger. Glad you're with us from sunny, warm Tucson, Arizona. 1-1 pitch on the way from Jordan. Outside, but swinging and missing is Decker. Jordan got her to chase, and she's ahead in the count, 1-2. Well, both pitchers have been efficient. Jordan now with just 33 pitches as she works with 1 out in the 3rd inning. Wise, the runner on at first. She poked a single into center field. 1-2 pitch popped up. Might be playable. Instead, it gets out of play. One-two pitch once again. Chopped to second, throw to first, not in time. Well, the leadoff hitter Decker showing off the speed. Not much more Randall could have done. Maybe she could have got to it a little quicker, but that was all Decker beating it out. So back-to-back knocks, and the Wildcats in business now with 2 on and 1 out. That brings Rihanna Abashima to the plate. She drew a walk her first time up, then stole second base. One gone here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Scoreless game between Central Washington and Academy of Art. Good speed on the base paths for the Wildcats. We'll see if they think about putting on a bunt play. That's what the Urban Knights are thinking. Corners pinched heavily in. Henderson at 3rd and Sanchez at 1st. Ready to crash. Abashima shows bunt and fouls it straight back. Strike 1. Important spot in this game now. The Cats threatening to take the lead with 1 gone in the 3rd. 0-1 pitch. Abashima swinging away. Fair ball. Henderson going to first. Wise decision for out number 2. The runners advance. But that was Lauren Henderson's only play, and you could tell as soon as the ball was hit, she didn't even think about checking the runners. They're just too fast. But that's the smart one because now there's 2 gone, and the Knights can get out of the inning. So it'll be up to Harley Carpenter. She walked and stole a base. I misspoke earlier. I said Abashima walked and stole a base. I was looking at the wrong line. That was Harley Carpenter. So she's up there in a big spot with 2 in scoring position and 2 outs, and she takes down low, ball 1. Alyssa Benthagen waiting on deck for Central. Julia Jordan trying to match Isabel Womack and make it 3 straight zeros to start off what is turning into a very good ball game. The 1-0 pitch. Too far in tight. Carpenter lays off. Jordan taking her time, checking that sign, and now ready to come home with a 2-0 pitch. Carpenter grounds it to short. Throw across to first base in time. And Jordan using that defense to get out of a jam. The Wildcats strand 2 in scoring position, and after 3 complete here at the Desert Stinger. Still no score, Wildcats and Urban Knights. Well, we got a good one brewing here at Lincoln Park. Pitchers duel, Isabel Womack and Julia Jordan matching each other 0 for 0 so far through the 3 innings we have played. 2 hits for Art U and 3 for Central. Well, the Wildcats had to endure a tough 6-5 loss to Chico State earlier today to start their season. That was in extra innings as well. The Wildcats able to pull it off. The Chico State, I should say, is there. Also the Wildcats. So Central looking for its first win, as is Academy of Art. They're 0-5 on the season, but the Urban Knights are coming off their best result of the year, just a 3-1 loss to Cal State San Bernardino in their finale at the Concordia Irvine Invite last week. So Academy of Art starting to find its stride. And Central Washington just getting that 2022 season going here today. 1 ball and 1 strike now, as we are just underway in the top of the 4th inning. Mitchell leading it off. Bethany's 1 for 1 had Academy of Art's first hit of the ball game. Seen some really good defense on both sides. Kylie Grayhorse ended that last inning at short with a strong throw to first base, and it had to be. If she was late, it would have put Central Washington ahead. Instead, it was right on the money. Good defense, particularly on the infield for both of these teams so far. 2-2 the count on Mitchell. Womack ready, and the pitch. Grounded sharply, backhanded at third. The long throw in time. Oh, my goodness. And Maya Seaton does it again. I was just talking about how good the defense has been on the infield, and Maya Seaton has made her 3rd stellar play at the hot corner for out number 1 in the 4th. Great stuff. Another backhanded snag. 2nd time in this game she's come through with the backhand and made a good throw. So 1 gone. And Benthagen, or check that, Katie Humphreys, the hitter for Academy of Art, tried to check her swing, but the home plate umpire saying she went around 0-1. Well, if these teams keep playing defense like that, it's going to be really tough to score any runs in this game. That's good stuff both ways. Next pitch down in the dirt, 1 ball and 1 strike. One gone here in the 4th. No score. Humphreys ready. The 1-1 pitch. Diving and knocked down the throw to first, and it's in time. Unbelievable. Well, it was just Seaton over at third base who made a great play. This time it's across the diamond. Brooke Jordan, a diving backhanded stop. That slowed it down enough for Harley Carpenter to pounce on it and make the play. 2 gone on 2 stellar defensive plays. So that will bring Sanchez to the plate. She drew a walk her first time up. And now she hits with the bases empty and 2 gone in the top of the 4th. Well, this is a fun game to pitch in when your infielders are making plays like that. You look around the horn and everybody's dirty. 1-0 pitch, a little bit too far outside. These guys playing the game the way it should be played. Laying out. And plays being made all over the diamond, which that's always a concern for coaches and teams early on in the season. Central Washington, this is their first day of the year. They had a game earlier, but second game of the season, you wonder how the defense is going to be, if you're going to be a little bit shaky. It's been a full year since they've had live reps, but my goodness, in particular, Maya Seaton at third, and now that play you just saw by Brooke Jordan at first. No signs of rust for these Wildcats, and their starter is close to making it 4 scoreless innings. 2-1 pitch to Sanchez is in the dirt all the way to the backstop. Karina walked and then stole second base. She's got count leverage again. Here ahead, 3-1. Womack looking to come into the zone here. 3-1 pitch. Inside corner. Called a strike. Sanchez thought maybe that one a little bit too tight. That's a good take by her. You're really looking to square up one thing in a 3-1 count now. She'll have to protect. As the count full. Womack ready. Got her sign. Payoff pitch on the way. Tapped foul at the plate as Sanchez just got a piece, and at the same time a ball from another field came into play. So you know it's early season tournament softball. You got softballs from all over the complex flying in. So the count stays full. Womack now ready. Delivering another 3-2 pitch. In the dirt, lost her. Second walk drawn by Sanchez in the game. So good battle, and the Urban Knights have a 2-out base runner. That will bring Sticka up. Maddie struck out her first time. First pitch down in the dirt, 1-0. Who will strike first in this game? Next pitch fouled straight back to make it 1-1. The Knights have a base runner, but it's with 2 outs. Well, Mack in a 1-1 count on Matty Sticka. Here's the next pitch. Chopped fair. Third base. Seaton throws in time. And more good stuff defensively from Central Washington. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score. Well, these are the kind of games you love to see early on in the season. Both of these teams sharp. Both of these pitchers sharp. Well, and good for these teams to be able to see a West Region opponent. That's what these early tournaments are all about. And for the most part, you're not going to really see a West Region opponent until a regional tournament at the end of the year. But these early season tournaments, a good chance to face all kinds of opposition outside of your conference. So we got a good one going between a GNAC team and a Pac West team, and Julia Jordan pounds the outside corner for strike 1 on Alyssa Benthagen. No score yet, bottom of the 4th inning. Just 5 hits combined between these teams. Benthagen 0 for 1. She grounded out her first time up. Next pitch down in the dirt from Jordan. One pitch, grounded towards second, and taking it to the bag herself that time was Randall. She and Sanchez both went for it, and a smart play by Randall knew that Sanchez was right in front of her, and somebody was going to have to get to the bag, and she took it herself. 1 gone. So a quick out. Thiessen at the plate for the Wildcats. She takes on the outside corner, strike 1. Next delivery, bunt, fair ball, throw down to first, not in time. Thiessen beats out a good throw for a bunt single. We'll see if that can kickstart the Wildcats. So a chance for Central, line towards short. The throw to first in time. Another throw from Gray Horse that was required to be very strong and just beat Jordan to the bag. Bang, bang. Thiessen moves to second on the play, but there's 2 gone in the inning. The other thing about that play from Gray Horse, she was headed towards the bag at second to cover on a possible steal attempt, so she was moving the wrong way in terms of where the ball was headed, had to freeze, redirect herself, and that got all her momentum going the wrong way. Had to plant that back leg strong and make a great throw to first. And Gray Horse passing all the tests over there at shortstop. First pitch to Seaton outside, so the Wildcats now have the go-ahead run in scoring position with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Big spot here for Maya Seaton, who's been so good today at third base defensively, and she's 1 for 1 in the game. A base hit here could put Central ahead. Next pitch, swing, and it hit somebody. It may have been the catcher Brundage that it hit. I think it was, but Seaton swung at it, so it's a strike. Wasn't a foul tip. That one just hit Brundage. So they're giving her a second to shake it off. And Seaton and Brundage just smiling, having a little laugh over that. Brundage is tough. She shakes that one off. She's good to go. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Vallejos in right field for Academy of Art. Mitchell's in center and Sticka in left. Any kind of ground ball to them, and we're likely to see action at the plate with Thiessen, the runner, out there for the Wildcats. Big spot in the game. 1-1 count with 2 outs. No score. Line to left field, and it's over the head of Sticka to the wall. And Central strikes first. Maya Seaton smoked it. She's 2 for 2. And she's got the Wildcats in front 1-0 in the 4th. Big swing of the bat with 2 outs. So now Jordan will try and limit the damage. Seaton out there in scoring position with Schimmel at the plate. She fouls the first pitch back behind the screen and out of play. Good ball game, and you can pull up the live stats alongside our broadcast to follow along with the score and the play-by-play as well. It is the bottom of the 4th, and it's now 1-0. Central has nudged ahead on the 2-out RBI double off the bat of Maya Seaton. 0-1 count on Schimmel here. Pitch on the way, outside. And Seaton getting all the way off of second base there. Good aggressive secondary lead. And with that kind of lead she's getting out there, you'd got to believe she'd have a good chance to score on any kind of ground ball that reaches the outfield. 1-1 the count on Schimmel. Jordan's pitch, high and over the head of Schimmel, in fact, for ball 2. Schimmel's 0 for 1 is grounded out in the ballgame. Now the 2-1 pitch on the way. On the outside corner, strike 2. 53rd pitch of the ball game for Julia Jordan. She's been outstanding. 35 strikes for her. She finds her team behind, though, here in the fourth down, 1-0. And the Urban Knights will have a chance to respond in the fifth. But first, Jordan going to try and end this fourth. 2-2 pitch on the way. In the dirt. Going to third. Seaton the throw, out in time. Heads up base running by Maya Seaton. Gets her 60 more feet. So now the count full on Schimmel. Well, and Jordan can be selective here. She doesn't have to come in the zone. First base is open, and the ninth place hitter, Keegan Wise, on deck, although Wise is 1 for 1 in the game. Three-two pitch on the way. Chop towards second, backhanded, race to the bag, and just getting there in time was Sanchez. But the Wildcats strike first. We're headed to the fifth. 1-0 Central Washington. Isabel Womack back to the circle for her fifth inning of work. Pitching with the lead for the first time today, albeit one of the narrowest of margins. 1-0 Central Washington leading. Fourth year senior Womack, a veteran of this squad. She's been stellar today, working out of jams and working ahead of Brundage with the first pitch on the outside corner, strike one. 67th pitch of the game for Womack. Chop towards third, foul. That went over the head of Maya Seaton, who's been player of the game so far. And you take one look at her uniform, and it matches the color of the field. 3 outstanding defensive plays at third base, 2 for 2. And she's got the RBI double that has Central ahead. Something tells me this one's far from over, though, as we play in the top of the fifth. 0-2 pitch. Off speed, got her swinging. Gets away. The throw down to first base in time for out number 1. Nice job by Schimmel to hurry over to that ball and complete the putout. Well, we talk about the defensive play of Seaton in this game as Kylie Grayhorse digs in. She has been phenomenal at shortstop for RU, and she's 1 for 1 at the plate. So 1 gone, nobody on in the top of the fifth. She takes outside corner. Good pitch from Womack, strike 1. Grayhorse and Mitchell have the 2 hits for Academy of Art. That's been it, just a couple of singles. 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, gets away for ball one. One and one the count. Womack ready. That one at the top of the strike zone on the outside corner for strike two. Knights making some noise in the first base dugout, cheering on Kylie Greyhorse. Womack ready. The 1-2. Off speed, too high. And the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yellow Jackets of MSUB are taking this one in from the bleachers off to the third base side. They're up next on this field at 5 o'clock. It's a 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Womack with the strikeout, and there's 2 gone. And the Yellow Jackets will be playing this Academy of Art team. So the Urban Knights with back-to-back games here this evening. 6th strikeout of the ball game for Isabel Womack. Just the 2 hits allowed, a couple of walks as well, but most importantly, no runs. Her team's still up 1-0. She's now a way of getting through 5 shutout frames. Back to the top of the order, Randall lays off a pitch up and out of the zone, ball 1. Haley Randall 0 for 2, has struck out and grounded out. That one paints the inside corner as Womack gets it even at a ball and a strike. One pitch on the way. Hammered foul into the left field corner. Randall smashed it, but too early on the off speed. Now she'll have to battle behind the count 1-2. Vallejos waiting on deck for Academy of Art. Womack ready. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Off speed, grounded to short. Abishima waits for the second hop, throw across in time. In a 1-2-3 5th inning for Isabel Womack. The Wildcats still in front, 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Glad you're with us for a real good one here at the Desert Stinger. We are on to the bottom of the 5th inning. Central Washington leading Academy of Art 1-0. Once again, you can follow the live stats of this game, along with all the games here at the Desert Stinger. Head over to msubsports.com. You can find your team's full schedule of games and all the live coverage options throughout the weekend here in Tucson, Arizona. Julia Jordan back out for her 5th inning of work. She's been stellar today. Keegan Wise runs up and takes in the dirt ball 1. Wise 1 for 2 in the game. Or check that, she is actually 1 for 1, just the one at bat for her. Singled her first time, one of just 5 hits that Jordan has scattered in her first 4 innings of work. The 1-0 pitch. In on the hands of Wise and fouled out of play, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Corners are pinching, guarding the lines against the 9th place hitter in the Wildcats lineup. 1-1 pitch. Down the middle of the plate, but maybe just a little bit too high. Wise laid off, and it was called ball 2. Two-one delivery on the way. That one on the outside corner at the top of the zone. Jordan pulling the count even at 2-2. Jordan just the 1 strikeout, but she has relied on that defense. 8 of the 12 outs so far in this game have been ground out, so she's relied on the defense, and they have been outstanding behind her. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Just the 2nd strikeout of the game, but Jordan gets Wise swinging. 1 gone. Back to the top of the order, Carson Decker to stand in for the Wildcats. Carson 1 for 2, has a base hit and a ground out in this one. Henderson still playing well in front of the bag at third base, and Sanchez not quite as far in, but also up there at first, guarding against the leadoff hitter for the Wildcats, Randall. First pitch off the inside corner, ball 1. It has taken Jordan just 61 pitches to get through the first out of the 5th inning. She's been very efficient. Trying to keep this at a 1-0 ball game. That's where we stand. Wildcats in front. 1-0 pitch, fouled back. 1-1. Jordan taking her sign, looking in. 1-1 pitch on the way. Tapped, foul back behind home plate one more time. One out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Central Washington making a 1-0 lead, hold up behind Isabel Womack. They'd love to get their right-hander a little bit more breathing room, but her counterpart, Julia Jordan, has been just as good on the other side. Jordan ahead in the count here, 1-2. Both these teams looking for their first win of the season. Second week for Academy of Art, second game of the year for Central Washington. Jordan ready, here's a 1-2 pitch. Ooh, just missing the inside quarter. Jordan couldn't believe it. And that was pretty close. Must have been just a fraction inside on Randall, but she took it, or check that up. It is Decker at the plate. She took it. So the count even at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Line to right field, sinking fast and falling in front of Vallejos. So Decker wins the battle. She's got her second knock of the game, and with one out, the Wildcats have a runner on. Rihanna Abishima stands in. She's been real good over at shortstop defensively, looking for her first hit. She's 0 for 2. We'll see what Joe DiPietro, the first-year Wildcat head coach, has in mind here. We'll see if the Cats try to put a play on to get an insurance run into scoring position. One out. First pitch. Bunt shown. It's down, and it's a good one. Henderson has to hurry. The throw just in time. Now back to third, and it's late. Good base running by Decker. Henderson did the right thing, but no chance for her to get over to third in time. So the sacrifice bunt works. The Wildcats actually get the runner all the way to third base, but 2 gone in the inning now. So Harley Carpenter will be the hitter now, as Central trying to add one more run of breathing room. They're up 1-0, but 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th. Jordan trying to escape and keep this a 1-run ball game. First pitch to Carpenter. Tapped, fair. Sanchez bobbles it, reaches that foot out, and just in time makes the play. So Jordan able to strand the runner at third, and we're through 5 here at Lincoln Park. Great ball game. Wildcats still holding on to a 1-0 lead. Well, the Wildcats are 6 outs away from a win, but they're holding on to the most fragile lead you could have, 1-0 as we move to the top of the 6th. Lots of time left for Academy of Art to get something going, but Isabel Womack has limited them to just 2 hits in her 5 shutout innings. First pitch is upstairs to Nina Vallejos, who takes ball 1. Just a great, clean game. Flawless defensively, both of these teams. 1 run on 8 hits combined. Great pitching, great defense. And next pitch down in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. So Womack behind in the count here. 2-0 pitch, bunt shown off the outside, 3-0. Well, Academy of Art would love a leadoff base runner, especially with the middle of the order waiting. If ever there were a time to make a move offensively, this is the ideal setup. I'd be shocked if Vallejos were even thinking about swinging here. Womack ready. Here's the 3-0 pitch right down the middle for a strike. Nina has grounded out twice in the game, hitting in the second slot in the order. Henderson, Mitchell, and Humphrey due up. They'd love to hit with a runner on. 3-1 pitch. Tapped foul at home plate, and the count runs full. So Womack battling back, having a laugh with her battery mate, Reese Schimmel, who caught the brunt end of that foul ball. They're going to give her a chance to shake that one off. Maya Seaton giving her a punch in the arm, saying you're as tough as they come. Schimmel's fine. And Womack has come back to work the count full at 3-2. Big pitch in the ball game on the way. Tapped foul, that's out of play. Count stays full. Another payoff pitch from Womack. Grounded towards the middle. Womack snags it and makes a play herself. Well, she had to be the one. If it got past her, I don't know that there was going to be time for Carpenter, the second baseman, to come in. Valleos runs very well, but she is out number one. So fantastic job there by Womack. She's behind in that count 3-0. Wins the battle, and she's got the first out of the inning. Lauren Henderson digs in. She's 0 for 2, has struck out twice in the game. Womack ready. First pitch to Henderson, up and out of the zone, ball one. 86 pitches now for the right-hander. But she's still going strong, and you can't fathom that Joe DiPietro is even thinking about taking her out anytime soon. 6 strikeouts for Womack in the game. That one low and out, 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 pitch. That one down low and a good eye from Henderson. And look, it may be the second game of the year for Central and the 6th of the year for Academy Arbor. This kind of has a playoff feel to it, you know. A lot of tension in these dugouts. They both desperately want to win this thing. You're facing an opponent. This is the only time these teams are going to square off this year. And you got yourself a great ball game. 3-0 pitch, not close. Henderson draws a walk on 4 pitches. So Academy of Art now with the tying run on base. Joe DiPietro is going to call time and go talk to his ace in the circle. So this may be where things get interesting. The cleanup hitter, Bethany Mitchell, set to dig in. Humphreys on deck. Henderson with average speed at first base. So the conference in the circle, just the battery and Coach DiPietro. It's a quick conversation. You're just helping Womack hit the reset button. It's her 3rd walk of the game. But the previous 2 didn't end up hurting her. The Knights trying to make this one hurt. Mitchell's 1 for 2, has one of her team's 2 hits in the ball game. Top of the 6th inning, Central leading 1-0. The Knights threatening, tying run on base. First pitch to Mitchell. Swung on, grounded towards the middle, and grabbed the throw to first base. Not in time, but the Wildcats get the lead runner. Nice play by Carpenter up the middle. Thought for a moment Abishima would be able to turn it, but Mitchell able to leg it out. So on one pitch, Womack gets the lead out. Now she can get out of the inning. Got to get through Humphreys first. Katie is 0 for 1. She has also laid down a sacrifice bunt. Mitchell now representing the tying run at first base. Off the glove of Schimmel. That's a big play and a miscue. It pushes the tying run into scoring position. So now, with the speedy center fielder out at second, a base hit to the outfield could tie this game. Could give us an interesting play at the plate. Decker in left, Thiessen in center, Wise in right. 1-0 pitch on the inside corner. Good spot from Womack. Would expect to see all three of the Wildcat outfielders come up gunning if they field a ground ball. Our first game today that we broadcasted ended with an outfield assist. The Yellow Jackets cutting down the run at the plate to end the game. 1-1. Just off the inside corner that time. Womack thought it was the exact same pitch, but that one just a touch further inside. So the count now 2-1. Humphreys awaiting the 2-1 delivery. Womack ready now. Grounded foul. And now Isabel Womack a strike away from getting through 6 shutout innings. The Knights a base hit away from tying it up. 1-0 Central, 2 outs here in the 6th. A lot of positives to take away from this game for both teams. Someone's going to endure a tough loss in this one, but they've both been outstanding. 2-2. Womack ready. Pitch on the way. Inside corner, got her looking. And Womack strands a tying run at second. 6 shutout innings for the Wildcat right-hander. And as we go to the bottom of the 6th, it's still 1-0 Wildcats. Well, hopefully you're glued to your seat. I certainly am, and this has been a fun game to watch. 1-0 Central Washington. Holding on to a lead. They're 3 outs away from a win. You better believe they'd love to have another run or two here in the bottom of the 6th to try and bolster Isabel Womack. She's been great. So has Julia Jordan, the left-hander for Academy of Art. Only 2 strikeouts for Jordan, but she hasn't needed to strike them all out. 10 ground outs. She's put the ball in play, and the defense has been stellar behind her. Alyssa Benthagen, the designated player to lead off for Central Washington here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch tapped foul. So after a little bit of a delay, there are a couple softballs on the field. We're ready to go. No balls, 1 strike. Jordan's next pitch low and out of the zone, ball 1. Academy of Art right back here at 5 o'clock against MSU Billings. A chance that might be delayed just a little bit depending on when we finish up this one. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Jordan's had that smile on her face all game long, and why not? She has been stellar. One-two pitch coming up. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Julia Jordan. She gets the first out here in the 6th inning. So Jordan doing everything that she can to keep this as close as possible, and she's done so. A 1-run game. And now Brooke Jordan, the hitter for Central Washington. She's 0 for 2, has struck out once. First pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, check that. This is Allie Thiessen Jordan waiting on deck still. Thiessen is 1 for 2, and she has scored the only run of this game. Came around on the RBI double by Seaton. That was in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here she's behind in the count. 0-1 is Thiessen. That one at the top of the strike zone. 0-2. Jordan ready now. 0-2 pitch. Way upstairs. And she could afford to waste one there. No sense coming into the zone in an 0-2 count. And Thiessen able to lay off. Thiessen runs very well. Corner infielders tucked in front of their bags. Henderson at third, Sanchez at first. They've both been good today defensively. 1-2 pitch now on the way from Julia Jordan. Swing, check, swing. Did she go around? No. Just able to hold off was Thiessen that time. Bat came off her shoulder, but not far enough to warrant a swing call. So they count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Last of the 6th inning, and Central leading 1-0. 2-2 pitch on the way. Just missing the inside corner was Jordan that time. So 0-2 to 3-2 now. Thiessen has worked this back to a full count. And an important payoff pitch upcoming. Jordan gets her sign, spins that ball around in her glove. Now the 3-2 on the way. Grounded sharply into right field. A base hit for Allie Thiessen. And the Wildcats have a one-out base runner in the 6th. Katie Wilton is going to pinch run at first base for Allie Thiessen. So the Cats going with some more speed, and that's just showing you how valuable that runner is. The difference between a 1-0 game and even a 2-0 game going to the 7th is huge, especially the way Isabel Womack is pitched, but nobody's bulletproof with a 1-0 lead. That means the tying run's always in the batter's box. If you can get to 2-0, it's just a big boost. And that's what the Wildcats are trying to do here with one out in the bottom of the 6th. Jordan, the hitter. She grounds one to first. Sanchez makes the play. She's had a ton of action over at first base and does it again. So a big second out, but it does move the insurance run into scoring position at second. Maya Seaton, here she comes again. She has been stellar in this game, and the last time she stood in there, she delivered the lead to Central, a 2-out RBI double over the head of Sticka in left field. Similar spot, runner in scoring position, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Seaton's 2 for 2. First pitch, very high, ball 1. And, well, if you're Jordan here, first base is open, and Seaton's been so good today that they may well decide maybe not to intentionally walk her, but just be very careful. Don't give her something to hit. You'd almost rather have her walk and then deal with the next hitter, Schimmel, and that's probably what this conference is about now. Urban Knights talking it over. Schimmel's 0 for 2. Seaton's 2 for 2, and really, if you end up walking Seaton, it firstly avoids her bat, but it also creates a force out at any base, makes it a little bit easier on your infielders. They can step on their bag, don't necessarily have to make a throw, so we'll see what the Knights decide to do here, and Jordan's already behind in the count 1-0, so wheels spinning here, a lot of strategy going into this decision here in the bottom of the 6th. 1-0. Now they're at least going to pitch to her. Jordan delivers out of the zone, so they're going to take her on straight up. Two balls and no strikes. The pinch runner, Katie Wilton, out there at second base, representing a big run in this ball game. 2-0 pitch from Jordan. Very high. It's all the way to the backstop. And Wilton goes to third easily on the wild pitch. Well, that now guarantees that any kind of base hit that lands in the outfield is going to score a run. The count 3-0 on Maya Seaton now. Gotta believe she'd have the green light here if Jordan puts one in the zone. Well, I'd let Seaton swing away. Gotta be her pitch though. Rio pitch on the way. Up high, ball 4. And at the end of the day, I don't think Academy of Art's all that disappointed about that result. So Schimmel, the scheduled hitter, Joe DiPietro, is coming to talk to the home plate umpire and make some sort of substitution here. And it's going to be a pinch hitter for the Wildcats, so it won't be Schimmel. Taylor Kai, the pinch hitter, will dig in. Big spot now. First pitch from Jordan. Runner goes, throws to third base, and diving back is Wilton, the runner. So now the force play at second off the table. But the focus now on the pinch hitter, Taylor Kai. This is her first at-bat of the season, and it's a big one. Here in the bottom of the 6th, 1-0 pitch from Jordan. Swing and a miss. One and one the count. Jordan taking her time. Focus at an all-time high here. Trying to wiggle out of this 6th inning jam. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. 1-1 pitch. Low and out. Ball 2. Well, also not the end of the world if you end up walking Kai, because that does put a force at any base, makes it a little bit easier defensively. So I don't think that Jordan's consciously thinking about that, but if that's the end result, certainly not a disaster for Art U. 2-1 count. Pitch on the way. Popped up, could be playable, and reaching out and diving and unable to make the catch behind the plate was Brundage. Just got her glove to it, but Jordan saying, no worries. Hey, it's strike 2, and the count now even at 2-2. Thought maybe for a second Henderson could get there, but it was just sort of in that sweet spot where neither the third baseman or catcher could get to it. Good effort by Brundage. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on base for Central Washington. Jordan ready, 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. Kai staying alive. Popped up, playable on the infield. And Academy of Art gets out of the jam. Randall made the play. So here we go. Last chance for the Knights. They need just one run here in the 7th inning.
Evan, do you want my lineup or is it way too early?
Seventh inning. Still 1-0. Central 3 outs away from a win. Isabel Womack back out to try and finish the job. Schimmel back behind the plate, and Thiessen also returns in center field for the Wildcats. Sanchez to lead off for Academy of Art. Here we go. Top of the 7th. First pitch, below the knees, ball 1. 96th pitch of the afternoon for Isabel Womack. Trying to get Central Washington its first win of the year. The Cats have been in a couple of nail-biters today. Lost to Chico State in extra innings earlier. 1-0 pitch in the dirt. We'll be back right around 5 o'clock with MSU Billings against Academy of Art. That'll be on a separate stream link, so we'll end this one and restart a new one right here on the MSUB Sports YouTube channel. After this one goes final, who will it be? 2-0 count on Sanchez. Lined foul off to the right. Just a challenge pitch that time from Womack, and Sanchez was late on it. Two-one on the way. Inside corner, strike 2. 7 strikeouts for Womack. She's got the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Sanchez. Womack ready, and the 2-2. Off speed, tap foul. The 100th pitch of the afternoon for the Wildcat righty. We'll do it again. Another 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 8 for Isabel Womack. It was in the dirt, but Sanchez chased it. 1 gone. There's going to be a pinch hitter for Academy of Art here momentarily. So Ellie Edeker is the pinch hitter for Academy of Art. Edeker 1 for 8 this season. This is her 6th appearance, second off the bench. She needs to find a way to get on base here. Central 2 outs away from a hard-fought win. Isabel Womack trying to finish the job. One-0 pitch. Inside corner, good spot from Womack. She's painted all game long, trying to finish it off. Picking up her 8th strikeout a moment ago. One pitch on the way. Swing and a miss by Edeker. Chase one down and out of the zone. One and two the count. Womack trying to finish off the pinch hitter Edeker. Pitch off speed, just missing the outside part of the plate. Not by much, but a good take by Edeker that time. One out here in the top of the 7th. 1-0 ball game Central. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul off to the left. Out of play. Central trying to head back to the hotel with a gutsy victory. They lost earlier narrowly to Chico State in extra innings. 2 outs away from finishing this one off. Clinging to the 1-run lead. Another 2-2 pitch on the way. Off speed is nowhere close, and the count runs full. Well, Ellie Edeker has given the Knights as much as they could hope for coming off the bench in a pinch hit at bat. Has worked the count full. Can she find her way on base? Here in the 7th, she represents the tying run. Womack ready. Perhaps her biggest pitch yet, the payoff. Grounded fair to third. Throw to first in time. And there's 2 gone. Seaton's been outstanding all game, and among her 4 putouts, that probably the easiest one for her. But she gets it done with a strong throw, and now the Knights down to their final at bat. Womack 1 out away. Mittman, the pinch hitter, grounds one into center field on the first pitch. She keeps the game going with a knock. And the Knights not done yet. Cassandra Mittman, fresh into the game, gives her team life. So the tying run now on base. And Alyssa Rasmussen has come off the bench to pinch run. So the Knights still with a chance here in the 7th. Womack still 1 out away from the shutout. Slashed foul off the bat of Kylie Grayhorse. A reminder, we'll end this live stream as soon as this goes final, and then we'll start up a new one for the 5 o'clock game, MSU Billings and Academy of Art. 0-1 the count. Womack delivers in the dirt and running down to second safely. The pinch runner Rasmussen, now the tying run in scoring position. Can Kylie Greyhorse, who has one of 3 hits for Art U, tie this game with 2 outs? A base hit to the outfield would certainly make it interesting. Rasmussen, the pinch runner, great speed. Decker, the left fielder, Thiessen in center, and Wise in right. 1-1 pitch. Slashed foul and out of play. And now, Womack a strike away from wrapping up the shutout. She has struck out 8. She has thrown 112 pitches. And she's got Greyhorse in a 1-2 hole. Womack nods. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. Nice block by Schimmel. And the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Womack trying to end it. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it hit her. And the ball gets away, and unbelievably, Greyhorse strikes out and ends up on first. Unbelievable. The game will continue, just something you rarely see. She struck out, but the ball got away. Now the umpires are going to talk about it, but that's fair game. Look, if you swing and miss and the ball hits you on the pitch, that's still a strikeout, but the ball to the backstop, and that's going to keep this game going. The umpire's just making sure they get this call right. But of all ways for this game to continue, on the 9th strikeout by Womack, it wasn't good enough to end it. The umpire's having a lengthy discussion now. And now they're going to say foul ball. So Greyhorse going to come back. So after all that, they're going to say she got a piece of it. Count stays at 2-2. And we're in the same situation here. Tying run at second, 2 outs in the 7th. Another 2-2. Another foul ball as Greyhorse stays alive to see one more pitch. One more time. Womack digging deep, a 2-2 in the dirt to the backstop. Rasmussen to third. And the count runs full. So now the tying run 60 feet away. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and Isabel Womack ends it with her 9th strikeout And the Wildcats hold on for a 1-0 win over Academy of Art. Womack with the shutout and Central with its first win of the year. Well, that was a doozy, and thanks for being with us. We're going to sign off, and coming up in just about 20 minutes, MSU Billings taking on Academy of Art right here on the Yellow Jacket YouTube channel.